Do you ever sit down to write something and then totally blank out? A client of mine, a seventh grader, had this happen to her just today in her English class. Her teacher had given them an assignment and they were supposed to write a short paragraph. They had already worked with their graphic organizers and done a bunch of brainstorming, and all they needed to do was respond to this assignment. Well, my client reported that her mind kind of went numb when she sat down to write it, and she only was able to get one sentence out. So I asked her to show me the assignment, and I took a screenshot of it, and I'm going to share that with you all right now. So here is the prompt. Sometimes people recognize similarities and or differences between themselves and a character from a book. Write about the main character from your choice book and why you think they are similar and or different to you. So as my client and I were reading this out loud, she went, "Oh, I kind of forgot about the similarities part." So that was interesting because it was right in front of her here. And they had already done a graphic organizer all about it. So why was it that she forgot? So one of the things I realized when we were working together is that she doesn't have very good working memory. Now, if you want to know what working memory is, look it up or take one of my classes like The Art of Inspiring Students to Study Strategically, and you'll learn all about working memory. For now, all you need to know is it's really hard for her to remember something and work with it. So she had forgotten the similarities piece. So I recommended that next time she write, this one was already turned in, but next time she write, she make a little map for herself at the very top of the page where she breaks down all of those words into some reminders. So she needs to do similarities between her and her character. She needs to do differences between her and the character. And then there's something else. I didn't read it out loud, but it said there, try to include at least 2 examples. So I'm adding the phrase 2 examples because that will help remind her of or explanations that drive the character traits home. So 2 examples, and it sounds like she needs to have a character trait, and then she needs to have an explanation about that character trait, and it might be a similarity or it might be a difference. And so simply making a little map, writing it on a piece of paper next to your computer, or these days, so many students, you get your assignment digitally and then you have to write it digitally. So I think it could be very helpful to just write this at the top of the essay page. And then once you've written your little paragraph or your essay or whatever, then you can just delete it. But she's going to try this next time. She thought it would be a really good idea. So if you're someone who forgets, leave a little notes. Give yourself a little map there at the top of the page and see if that helps your working memory remember what you're even supposed to be writing about in the first place.